when we look at examples 4 and 5, we're going to be doing the same work that we did for problem number 3. It's just that our equations are perhaps a little bit more interesting. And notice that we also need to complete the table by finding values for x given values for y. But it's going to be the same type of work. So let's get started. Let's take a look at example 4. And here we go. For x equal to negative 2, we have y is equal to 1/2 of negative 2 plus 4. That's the same thing as negative 2 over 2 plus 4. Negative 2 over 2 is a negative 1 plus 4. And negative 1 plus 4 is 3. So y is equal to 3. I'm going to go ahead and skip on over to, let's take a look at y equal to 0. Let's skip all the way over to y equals 0. How would we find x if y is equal to 0? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to replace this y in our equation with 0. So we have 0 is equal to 1/2 x plus 4. And what we need to do is we need to solve for x. Okay, well, we've dealt with equations in this course before. We've dealt with solving for a variable. How are we going to solve for this variable? Well, we would subtract 4 on both sides to give us negative 4 is equal to 1/2 x. How do we isolate x if it's being multiplied by 1/2? Well, we've learned that we need to multiply by its reciprocal, 2 over 1, which 2 over 1 is just 2. So 2's cancel out. You could say that the 1's cancel out. That leaves us with x is equal to 2 times negative 4 is a negative 8, or x is equal to negative 8. Okay, so at this point, why don't you, again, pause the video, complete the table for x equal to 0, x equal to 6, and then for y equal to 6. Complete the table, then we'll come back and graph. Okay, so you're back. Let's see if we get the same thing. X equal to 0. So we have y is equal to 1/2 of 0 plus 4. Well, anything times 0 is 0, so that's 0 plus 4. And 0 plus 4 is 4, so y is equal to 4. For x equal to 6, we have y is equal to 1/2 of 6 plus 4. Half of 6, or 6 divided by 2, is 3. And 3 plus 4 is 7. And for y equal to 6, we have 6 is equal to 1/2 x plus 4. And we're going to do the exact same moves to solve for x that we did up here. So we'll start off by subtracting 4 on both sides. That gives us 2 is equal to 1/2 x. we'll multiply both sides by 2 over 1, or 2. So my fractions go away, and I'm left with 4 is equal to x, or x is equal to 4. So now that I've completed this table, we can go through and plot some points. Here we go. -2, 3. That's -2 on the x-axis up to 3 on the y-axis. 0, 4. That's 0 on the x-axis up to 4 on the y-axis. 6, 7. We go all the way over to 6 on the x-axis and go all the way up to 7 on our y-axis. -8, 0. -8 on the x-axis. Y is 0, so we're going to be on the x-axis. -8, 0. And then we have 4, 6. X is equal to 4. Y is equal to 6. Now, are all these points in a straight line? Take your ruler out or your straight edge out and see, are they all in a straight line? They are. I'm going to give it my best go here to draw a straight line through those points. There is the line that represents every single solution to this equation. Problem number 5. Complete the table of points for the linear equation and then use the table of points to graph the line. So, when we want to test x equal to 0, we have 2 times 0 minus 3y is equal to -9. That's 0 minus 3y equals -9, or -3y equals -9. And what we need to do at this point is we need to solve for y. Well, how do we solve for y? We're going to divide both sides by -3. And that's going to give us y is equal to a +3, because -9 divided by -3 is 3. Again, why don't you pause the video and see if you can complete the table for the values of x and y. Then we'll restart the video and see if we all arrive at the same solution. Okay, here we go. X equal to 3. So we have 2 times 3 minus 3y is equal to -9. 2 times 3 is 6. So to start solving for y, we need to subtract 6 on both sides. So we get -3y. -9 minus 6 is a -15. Then we'll divide both sides by a -3. And that gives us y is equal to a +5. -15 divided by -3 is +5. Now for x equal to -6, we have 2x minus 3y, we have 2 times -6 minus 3y equals -9. 2 times -6 is a -12. We need to add 12 to both sides. we get negative 3y is equal to negative 9 plus 12 is a positive 3. We'll divide both sides by negative 3. And 3 divided by negative 3 is a negative 1. Now we need to solve for y, or let y equal to 0. This time we're going to solve for x. So we have 2x minus 3 times 0 equals negative 9. So what is 3 times 0? It's 0. Will subtracting 0 from 2x make any difference? No. So at this point I'm just going to mark that out. We're left with 2x is equal to negative 9. We're going to divide both sides by 2. And that gives us x is equal to a negative 4.5. Negative 4.5. Then finally we have y is equal to 7. So that's 2x minus 3 times 7 equals negative 9. Negative 3 times 7 is a negative 21. We want to add 21 to both sides. So we have 21 is equal to negative 9 plus 21 is going to be a 12. 12. And then divide both sides by 2. And we get x is equal to 6. So we'll put 6 over here. Alright, so let's look at our points and start plotting them on our coordinate plane. We have 0, 3. So x is 0, y is 3. We have 3, 5. X is 3, y is 5. We have negative 6, negative 1. X is negative 6, y is negative 1. We have negative 4.5, 0. So negative 4.5 is halfway between negative 4 and negative 5. Y is 0. And then finally we have the point 6, 7. X is 6, y is 7. And it looks like all those points lie in a straight line. Draw a straight line through the points, and there is the graph of the equation 2x minus 3y equals negative 9.